My dear students, very good morning and welcome to today's class. I hope my screen is visible to you all and I am audible. If anybody has issues, please let me know. Today's topic of interest is different forms of vectors. Different forms of vector representation. Vector representation. Once, if you have any idea about this one, anybody, you can give hand raise request and discuss. If you have any idea about this, just wait. Okay. Generally, vectors are represented officially two forms, but unofficially three ways. Vectors are represented in three ways. Let me come conventionally old historic form first, and after that official two forms. Suppose you are looking at certain object. Let me take that object is somewhere here. This is object. And you are looking at that object from certain point. Let me take that point somewhere here. So from here, observer is here and object is here. Observer to object, there is line of sight. And this is a position vector representing the position of that object. Suppose if I consider a coordinate system, about all these things in detail we will discuss in kinematics. So you don't worry. Just to focus on how we represent this vector from observer to object. Okay. So let me take coordinate system here. Okay, this is the x and y axis. You know very well. I hope you people are very familiar with this coordinate system. I think no need to discuss about this in detail. Y axis and x axis. To locate that object in coordinate system, generally we will represent in terms of the coordinate, ordinate and coordinate. The perpendicular distance from y-axis is ordinate, the distance x, and the distance from x-axis, perpendicular distance from x-axis is coordinate, that is distance y. So on together the address of the object can be taken as x comma y. And this is started from tail point is 0 comma 0, head point is x comma y. And to represent any vector, we know that we should express the size of the vector as the magnitude and also the direction, in which direction it is showing. So for that, the representation should consist of the data, the information related to both magnitude and direction. So to make it very sufficient information to represent that vector, we can simply write in this way. What is the length of this one? What is the length of this magnitude or size of the vector? We represent with x2 minus x1 comma y2 minus y1. This is general representation. Now what is head point? Second point here x. So x minus first point 0. This is x1 comma y1. This is x2 comma y2. General representation. So x minus 0 comma y minus 0 will be the first kind of representation which will give you the x comma y, and this is named as coordinate form. This is coordinate form. Let me show you one simple working example for this kind. Suppose a body is traveled from 2, 3 to 6, 9. Find vector, simple, or find displacement, I can say simply. Find displacement vector. Find displacement vector. For that, just now we have discussed it. It started from which point? Let us say 2, 3. This is 2, 3. It is traveled from here to 6, 9. 6, 9. What is starting point? This is tail point. This is tail. Okay. And end point. This is end point. So this is head. And to represent this vector, just now we have discussed in coordinate method. What is that? Let me take this as A and this as B. So the vector AB can be written as x2 minus x1, comma y2 minus y1. This is representation. You can understand easily from the mathematics point of view. What is the first point? 2, 3. Second point 6, 9. So this is x1 comma y1, that is x2 comma y2. Very simple. I hope you can get it easily. So x2 minus x1, 6 minus 2 comma y2 minus y1, 9 minus 3. What do you get? 6 minus 2 is 4 comma 9 minus 3 is 6. So the AB vector, the coordinate method of representation is 4, 6. I hope you people have understood this one. Still, if anybody has doubt, you can give hand raise request. Please note it down. I will give you 2 minutes time. Note it down. Yes, Sahasra answered already. 4, 6. Very good, Sahasra. Shall we proceed? You reply in the chat. Okay. I hope all of you have completed. Let me go to the second form. Second form, the same example. Oh, Rajneesh Neta is requesting type. Okay, Rajneesh, note down. Yes, very good. Now, the same situation, let us think in another way. What was the same situation? Observer was located somewhere here. Let me take the same observer or directly let me go. I hope you can catch it. Now, y-axis and this is x-axis, y and x. And here at origin, let us assume at origin observer is located, your favorite body. Okay, and your favorite object is located at a point, similar to the earlier case. What is that? Your favorite object. And now you try to understand here. To reach that point, you want to travel only along the coordinate axis. Here the condition is you should travel along or along the direction of coordinate axis. Coordinate axis. This is the condition. So to reach that point, how can I travel the first case? I can travel first along the east direction. East direction we know easily. So first along the x-axis I will travel. Okay, and then I will take right turn here and I will travel along the or in the direction of the y-axis to reach this point. This is one way. And another way, we have another way. I can travel in the north direction or y-axis and I can take sharp right turn here and reach this point. Two ways are there. So what is first way? I will travel how much distance it is? X distance. In which direction? This x-axis is represented as I unit vector. So x in I direction and y in j direction. Simple. So to reach this point from here, let me take this as A and this is B. So to reach that point from A to B, that is AB vector. What was the first activity we have done? We traveled x distance along I direction and y distance along j direction. Simple. And is logical operator in mathematics. So we can represent with this plus symbol. So x in I direction plus y in j direction. That is vector AB. And if you see this one, from very long distance if you see, it looks like, what is the shape here? You can find out the shape here. What was that shape? The shape is like a rectangle because x and y may not be equal always. So it looks like a rectangle, this shape. So this method is called as rectangular method. What is that one? Rectangular method. Or as we are discussing the different forms of the vectors, we can write this one as rectangular form. Rectangular form. I hope you have got it. Suppose, again you may get a question. Always, it is not compulsory or it is not mandatory to start from the origin. So in that case, how to handle? Very simple, like earlier case. Suppose an object is started from a point x1 comma y1 to another point which is called x2 comma y2. Okay. In this case, again the same way, what is the distance you should travel along x-axis? What is this actually? X2. What is this first point? X1. What is the length? X2 minus x1. And you should travel along y-axis. What is this point? Y2. What is this point? Y1. So this length will be y2 minus y1. So simply I can say, if you take this point as P and this point as Q, so PQ vector can be taken as x2 minus x1 in I direction plus y2 minus y1 in J direction. I hope you have understood this one. Please note down this rectangular form discussion, this one and this one. Make it fast so we can discuss third form of the vector representation and then go for the magnitude. If you have any queries regarding this, you can give hand raise request now. Yes. Yes, Sahasra. Sahasra mentioned it as a rectangle. Very good. Let me check how many are attendees here. Rajanish Neta, Irfa Yasin, Chetan, Sai Karthik, Nitya Jeevan, Aditya, Sahasra, Shloka, Tanush. Very good. Okay, please note down this. Please give me in the chart if you have completed writing. You can comment in the chat, completed notes. Very good, Rajanish. Aditya. So I am scrolling down for special case. Sai Karthik. Very good, Sai. So shall we focus on now on magnitude? Magnitude. Okay? Right. Magnitude of a vector. After discussing magnitude of a vector, we will go for third form of the vector representation, because that representation need magnitude of the vector. Okay. Magnitude of vector. So what is meant by magnitude? Magnitude is the size of the vector. How much size, how much length, how long it is. So in that way, size of the vector is nothing but magnitude of vector. Again, we will go for the same situation we will take to understand it. This is very easy. Y-axis and this is x-axis. Let me take our object again, your favorite way, that is ball, and let us take a vector from the origin as usual. Yes. Now, what is meant by magnitude according to our basic discussion? Length of the vector from origin to the, how much length, and we know that this point is x comma y. This point is x comma y. Let us draw perpendicular line from the final point, head point to perpendicular line, and let us draw perpendicular line onto the axis Okay. Now if I focus here, the first point is A, final point is B. My interest is to find out AB magnitude. We call that as the AB. And let me take this third point as the C. And we know that suppose if you have a vector, if you have a triangle something like this, okay, and in this vector, this is B, C and A. According to Pythagoras theorem, we know that if it is perpendicular, if this is theta, and according to Pythagoras theorem, what is AB? AB square equal to AC square plus BC square. And if I want this AB only, not a square, so what should I do? AB equal to square root of AC square plus BC square. In this triangle, what is AC? X. What is BC? Y. So what is AB here? AB is now square root of x square plus y square. So what is the magnitude of the vector xi plus yj? Once again, just see this one. We have a vector AB which is equal to x in I direction plus y in j direction. So for this vector, if I want the magnitude, then I should get, according to this formula, what is that? Square root of x square plus y square. Very simple. Or you can say in general way, generalized way, magnitude of any vector is square root of, what is x here? X is the coefficient of I. What is y? Coefficient of j. So coefficient of I cap whole square plus coefficient of j cap whole square. Coefficient of I square plus coefficient of j square under the square root will give you magnitude. Suppose if you have third z axis also, you will be getting coefficient of k square if you have that also. Okay. Now, suppose instead of origin, if it has a general point, like we are doing in the similar way from beginning. Suppose if it is from a point x1 comma y1 to x2 comma y2. In this case, how to handle? See, in this case, we will write first what is vector. What is vector PQ? We know that x2 minus x1 in I direction plus y2 minus y1 in j direction. This one we have discussed earlier. By this, according to general form, the PQ can be taken as square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. But if you observe this carefully, again this formula is the length of the line joining two points. I hope those who have completed coordinate geometry, those who are from 10th class, those who are from 9th class and who have completed IIT foundation, you might have got this one, length of the line joining two points x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2. The line joining two points is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. The same way, the line joining two points, length of the line joining, that is the only magnitude of the vector joining those 2 points. Okay. I hope you have understood this one. Please note down this and followed by this one. First screening this one. I hope you people have understood. If you have doubt, you can ask me. Have you completed, my dear students? Yes, Aditya completed, Sai Karthik, Srikar, very good. And remaining students? Tanush, have you completed? Yes, yes. Chetan, very good. Okay, going for the special case. If the vector joining 2 points x1, y1, comma x2, y2, what is the magnitude of that vector? Square root of, it is something like length of the line joining 2 points in your mathematics, coordinate geometry. Square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. I hope this part also you have completed. So may I give you numerical? Are you ready? Yes. This is the time to celebrate. Celebration in our class means solving a numerical, solving the problem. So it is time to celebrate our discussion, conceptual discussion. Usually, I hope my previous students, those who are in this batch, they know very well. We call this one as the concept connector. Just now we have discussed the concept. So I don't call it as a problem. The sound problem itself will irritate our brain. Problem means always problem. So change the language. Concept connector. Concept connector means it might be a question or numerical problem. Okay. Here it will connect the concept which we have discussed till now. So concept connector, CC. Abbreviation for this one is the CC. Let me write down the question. Find vector and its magnitude. Find vector and its magnitude. Joining 2 points. Let me take your favorite numbers 5, 10 to 15, 25. Let me check. How many of you will solve quickly? Find vector and its magnitude both. Joining 2 points 5, 10 to 15, 25. Here 5, 10 will be the first point, 15, 25 will be the second point. Hurry up. Yeah, nobody gives it. Yes. Responded. Rajanish Neta. Rajanish.
So vector form is 10, 15.
Just wait, let me write down. Let me take the phone here. Yeah, Rajanish. Rajanish answer is?
So vector form is 10, 15.
10I plus 15J. What is magnitude?
So magnitude is under root 325.
Under root 325. Let us check. Rajanish, I hope it is correct. Let me check, and remaining students gave answer already in the chart. Ifra Yasin gave 20. Ifra Yasin, once you check from your side, 20 is wrong answer. And Srikar gave 10, 15. Very good, Srikar. Sri Chetan 5, 15. Sri Chetan, the first coordinate 5 is wrong, 15 is correct. And Sahasra gave 10 I cap plus 15 J cap is vector, and square root of 325 is magnitude. Sahasra, very good Sahasra. You are absolutely correct. Rajanish and Sahasra gave right answers. And Srikar gave only vector, not magnitude. Remaining Sri Chetan, yeah, Sri Chetan, now you are correct, 10, 15. Sai Karthik also gave correct answer, 10, 15. And you two people are missing magnitude. Square root of 325 is the magnitude. Very good, Rajanish. And remaining students, Sai Pritam, Likit, yeah, Likit gave answer now. What about Sai? Sai Pritam. If I ask him once again, you check if I ask him. If you don't understand, you can ask me to explain once again. Now, yes, students are giving me response quickly and accurately. Very good. So it is time to start the new last representation of the vector. What is that one we call? Let us see. Third form of vector representation. And for that again, how do we do? The same way. We will take coordinate axis. Okay. Y and this is X. And similar, same. Let us assume it is started from origin and it is pointing or headed to a point which is somewhere here. So the point is X comma Y and the initial point is the 0 comma 0. And this is a vector which you know already. Okay. Now, suppose earlier kind of the representation was you should travel along the x-axis, x in I direction, y in j direction. But this representation is different. What is vector definition? Vector means, I hope yesterday class you are still remembering the yesterday concept. Vector means magnitude, the quantities which are or which can be expressed in terms of both magnitude and direction. Okay, I hope you remember that final formula we have taken. Magnitude and direction is the vector. Now for this vector which we call, let me take A to B. Okay, so if I want to represent this vector properly, let me take vector AB. And what should I represent here? I should represent magnitude of vector and also direction of the vector. Directions are represented with head, arrow head. It will be something like this, direction. This is direction, right? So direction of AB. So AB, above that a direction, cap. Cap means direction. So I should represent, vector means what? Magnitude and direction. So AB vector means AB magnitude and AB direction. So if any vector is represented in this way, which way? Magnitude and direction. So magnitude, what is magnitude of the vector here? AB. And what is the direction? AB direction. Or we have another conventional method to represent direction in mathematics. What is the direction in mathematics? We will measure angle from x-axis, positive x-axis, that is theta. So mathematically we can express the direction in this way, theta. Okay, and this AB also can be represented as a number or magnitude. So AB can be represented with magnitude AB and direction theta. Suppose if you take a general method means what? A simple vector R, and let me take this as a R. So let me take the length of the R is, or magnitude of vector is R and theta. This is a general form of the vector representation. But here there is one simple idea to name it in different way. there is a theta. What is meant by theta? Theta is the polar or pole, we can say, polar method or polar form. So this representation is called polar form. Polar form. Polar form means what? Magnitude and direction. Suppose if I represent a vector r dash or r vector in a different way, r is x in I direction plus y in j direction. And to represent it in polar form, what is needed? Magnitude. R is equal to, we know that, x square plus y square. And to get theta, how to handle? Simple. Theta means just to construct a right angle triangle here. Theta, I want theta. And I know the y, I know the x. So if you write tan theta is opposite side by adjacent side, y by x. So from this you can write theta is equal to tan inverse of y by x. So from rectangular form you can calculate magnitude for the polar form and direction for the polar form. So you can finally write r at an angle theta. Please note down this. Note down this one. Polar form of the vector. What is the title of this one? Polar form. Note down this quickly so that we will discuss couple of numericals. Yeah, magnitude and direction. Sahasra commented in chat. Sahasra is asking one question. Sir, why can't take sin or cos in the place of tan? Very good, Sahasra. Good question. Good question. Let me answer this after you take these notes. I need to take the free space and explain you. Advantage of tan. You can take sin theta or cos theta also. But advantage of tan theta is you can save the time. I will show. Okay. Very good. Sahasra is thinking in a better way. This exploration must be required for any student who is preparing for competitive exam. Whenever I explain you should take tan theta, there must be a curiosity. Why can't sin theta? Why can't cos theta? Sahasra, very good. Yeah, Aditya completed notes, Srikar completed notes, and remaining students please confirm so that I can go for explaining the doubt of the Sahasra. Remaining students please confirm whether you have completed taking these notes or not. Ifra Yasin completed, Nikit confirm. Yes, very good. So the question from Sahasra, you should appreciate your batchmate Sahasra for her thinking. Why can't we take sin or cos? So let us see. A simple example I will take and explain. Okay. There is a question like this. R equal to, there is a question like this. R equal to 3R, in another way let me take in simple method. How can we handle this one? Suppose if you are given like this, I plus root 2j or I plus root 3j, let me take. This is the question given. Okay. And you are asked to find out direction. What is direction of? Because your doubt is only on direction. not on magnitude Sahasra. So I am focusing on that one. First method, let us see. What is first method? Let us see cos theta. Okay. We can take cos theta. Cos theta is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. So for the given vector, let me take the triangle. It is not taking. Just wait. Let me try it. Okay. I means 1 into I. So this is 1 and this is root 3. Okay, this is your it. So cos theta means what? Adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent we know. Adjacent is 1 by hypotenuse. You don't know hypotenuse here. Hypotenuse is nothing but magnitude. So you should calculate magnitude first. So square root of first magnitude. What is that? Square root of 1 plus root 3 square 3, square root of 4, 2. And then cos theta can be taken now. Cos theta can be taken and discussed now. Cos theta equal to x by r. What is x now? 1 by r value 2, so 1 by 2. As cos theta is 1 by 2, we can say theta is 60 degrees. This is first method. And second method, sin theta. For sin theta, y by r. Again here, we should calculate r first. R is equal to x square plus y square, which is 1 plus 3 square root of 4, that is 2. Then sin theta is equal to root 3 by 2, which will give you theta is 60 degrees. And finally, our method. What is that? Third one. Direct tan theta. Tan theta means what? Y by x. What is y? From given question, see here, r is expressed as x in I direction plus y in j direction. Here x and y directly available. Root 3 by 1. In single step we will get theta is equal to 60 degrees. But in first case, you should calculate r. It will take some time. In second case, you should calculate r. So it will take some time. But in third case, where in tan theta, you no need to calculate anything. It will save your time. Just for that purpose only, we will use tan theta Sahasra. You can take sin and cos also, no issue. But tan theta is preferred. Why? To save the time. I hope you have understood. Please confirm in the chart. Yes. Okay. Now, remaining students, let me conclude the session which we discussed today. Today we have discussed the first one. The summary point is, first we have discussed coordinate form of vector representation. Okay. And second, we have discussed rectangular form of representation. Rectangular form of representation. Okay. And the third, we have discussed magnitude of the vector. Magnitude of vector. And finally, we have discussed polar form of representation of the vector. Polar form of vector representation, right? Okay. Now, still if you have any doubt, you can give hand raise request and discuss with me. My dear students, if you have any doubts today, class. Yeah, Likit is asking, sir, why can't we take cart in place of tan? Yes, Likit, you can take cart. Cart will also save the time. Very good, Likit. Good thinking. This is the way, what we call the quality of the students, the qualification of the students to must be having for the competitive exam. As I explained TAM, why can't we take cart? Super. You can take cart also, no issue. You can take TAM or cart. Both are okay. No issue. Very good, Likit. You can take cart, cotangent cart also. And remaining students, let me take any doubts. Yes, Likit asked about the doubt here. Why can't we take cart? Just I explained tan or cart, both are same. You can take. And so may I close the session? You please confirm in the chat. If you have doubt, ask me either in the chat or hand raise request, or may I close the session. Today I will send you synopsis notes to take printout and also worksheet. Those who have printer facility, you can take printout and keep with you. First to 4 days class, this is second day. Third and fourth we will discuss vector addition and subtraction. And the fifth day we will, yeah, somebody give hand raise request. Yes, Sri Chetan. Sri Chetan,
For the notes where will come, sir?
I didn't get you. Come again. Ask me once
Sir, the
again.
notes will come in app only, sir.
Yes, in app only. In app you have study material section. After clicking on your batch IIT Foundation, on top overview, announcement, live classes, like that, you have study material section will be appear from today. So in the study material section there will be folder, vector. In that folder, you will be getting our class notes and synopsis theory notes and also worksheet to take printout. Okay. Still, if you have any confusion or doubt, you can call me and take the help. Initially, it will take time for you people to get aligned or habituated with this app. Once 1 week completed, then you will come to know. And it will become easy. See, any new system will take some time for you how to learn, to get adjusted with that one. As this is the app new for you, it will take some time to get habituated. Okay. So, may I close the session? Please give me reply in the chat. My dear students.
Okay.
Yes. I hope you have enjoyed the session. Thank you all. Thank you.